Maybe you are young and have not truly understood the concept of racism. The dictionary is a handy tool. Okay, hello everybody and welcome back to my channel. My name is Papi Vodka. If you don't know me, if you know me, thank you for coming back, and if you're new, you're welcome, and I'll invite you to follow me and subscribe to my channel. So on today's video, on today's video, so basically okay. On today's video, I'm gonna be doing a story time, not an exposed video. I am gonna be talking about the time where a white woman told me that I am too young to understand racism. Okay, wait. Okay, wait. I just don't want to laugh because I didn't know that in order to understand racism, you needed to be of a certain age. Maybe there's an age where you're like, oh, that's racist, but until you're that age, any type of discrimination doesn't exist. Before I start showing the comments and the photos, the screenshots and all of that, I want to give a disclaimer that I'm not gonna be giving away this person's photo, neither last name. Her name is Linda. I'll be blurring out her name. Why? I want to bring up this type of conversation into my channel, not to, give somebody's information away, not to, people be dragging her. I feel like this type of conversation is important to give away an input in why I really believe that where she's wrong. I don't want to say educate her, but I try to give my part of, I try to give her my opinion through comments, but she really didn't want to take it. So I hope that somebody that is watching this video will take, the criticism that I am giving to this woman in a good way, and let's get into this video. So what basically happened is that I was in a group. I am now an international student in Malaysia. If y'all don't know, Malaysia is a Muslim country, but it's an extreme diverse country. So what basically happened is that I was on a Facebook group because I kind of want to find a part-time job. So I just joined this group and say, okay, listen, I need some extra cash for my, my hair. I need to go out. Like, I haven't been going out as much as I want to. And I go through this post that I know it's a thing in Malaysia where basically people can say Chinese only, Malay only, like there's this thing in Malaysia, and it's kind of racist, and a lot of people are against it because it's like, you want to find a job, you have the right requirements for the job, you might even speak Mandarin, but let's say if you're not Chinese ethnically, you can't take the job. The same goes for other races. So I run around this post. I'll read it for you guys. So I'll show you guys the post and I'll read it for you guys. You are displaying unintentional obvious racism. Your post could lead misunderstanding among Malaysians. It's as if other Malaysian nationality couldn't do their maths correctly and or they are untrustworthy to be a cashier. Instead, you could have stated open for non-Muslim with Chinese dialect speaking candidates. Just sharing my thoughts. And then he adds, it's not my mentality, but it is about being an understanding and humble. Rephrasing a sentence can do miracles. And single out a particular race, it is called racism. He adds, choice of words is important. It's not about understanding, but how the sentences are being delivered. P.S. I am a Malaysian, Portuguese Indian. I not only can speak, I assume he meant that he can speak Chinese. I not only can speak about mentioned Chinese dialect, but also Hakka, Teoche, and 5 other languages. And then he basically points out the post that somebody posted in the group that you can see it, titled Cashier Part-Time $50 an hour, high pay cashier, part-time job requirements, Chinese applicant only, able to work on weekend and holiday, able to speak Mandarin or Cantonese, able to work more than 5 months, then a 5-month period, then working hours, weekend, blah blah blah, salary. Okay, so he's talking about the Chinese applicant only. Okay, so basically this user that posts this is fed up because I've been living in this country and some ethnicities have less opportunities when it comes to finding a job, only because they are not part of a certain ethnic group. Even though they might speak the language, they might have all the requirements for certain jobs, they don't get them. And there is not a specific law in Malaysia where you can basically, say this is racist. You cannot post this. Like, it's not like if this will happen in America, people will go off. Here it's different. This is not such a huge topic for the media because it's the norm as of now, which is very sad. So basically one white woman, she posted, I don't know how it is racism. Racism is a hate thing. Okay, so she didn't see any racism in this post, any type of discriminatory or bias against anybody, and she gave her opinion. So I replied, Linda, because you're discriminating against people from a certain race rather than a skill. Because I elaborating on that, it's true. Like, I think it's discriminatory even though you have the right skills to be a cashier. Like, you just need to speak the languages. You're not gonna give the job to somebody of a different race because of what? I think that's extremely discriminatory. So she replied to me, I think the skill comes from their culture and background. They are experts in their field. It is not racism. Bitch, what? What do you mean that an experience comes from their ethnic background? Did she say ethnic? I don't want to put words in her mouth. From their culture and background. What type of skill besides language can you call? I just don't get it. Because if you read the post, they just need a cashier that speaks Mandarin and Cantonese. So if I do speak these languages, I qualify for this job. So me being from a different ethnic background, how does that make me more qualified? What if I just don't understand it? It doesn't make sense. Then I said, banning people from applying for a job based only on you being from a certain ethnic group. Then I said, Linda, banning people from applying for a job based on you being from a certain ethnic group is racist. You can offer a job to Chinese speakers that includes people that are non-Chinese. Because that's the truth. If the only requirement of the job is speaking a certain language, anybody should do it. Who says that somebody like in America, let's say an African American or a white person in America, speaks Spanish? And I know there's a lot of jobs in New York that requires you to speak Spanish because it might be on the neighborhood that is, the main ethnic group living there are Hispanics. So why wouldn't you give a job to somebody of a different ethnic group as long as they speak Spanish? I just don't get it, and I don't think she gets it. Then here it comes, y'all. Here it comes, y'all. Maybe you are too young. Maybe you are young and have not truly understood the concept of racism. The dictionary is a handy tool. Okay, there you will find the definition of racism. You are not protecting or defending anyone. The ad was not banning anyone. It was looking for a person with qualities that best suit the position and the clientele. Find peace in that. This is okay, not mean, bad, or racist. the caucasity, y'all. Later I'll come back to that. Then I said, Linda, you're a white woman. No, then I said, Linda, you, a white woman, will not tell me what racism is or isn't. Your people have never been oppressed and never will. If you can't find the racism in banning someone for applying a job based on their race, you don't understand anything. You even think there is an age to understand racism, something that I experienced and something that you never will. And I stand by that, but I'll elaborate later. Then she says, I am sorry you are so angry. I hope you find peace and understanding that everything today isn't about age of racism. I think it might be a bit prejudiced to assume that I know nothing of racism or discrimination simply because you think I am white. Shame on you. Child, listen, I'm not here for these white tears or anything. I'll elaborate now. Okay, first of all, I don't like when minorities, I'm gonna say people of color, say that white people cannot experience racism. I believe that is extremely possible. You can experience racism, but majority of times is harder than the rest of the world, especially if you live in a country where you are the colonizer. Your ancestors did colonize this land, and I'm speaking about me being a Hispanic, but first of all, I am an indigenous person from the Americas, okay? So the reason why I say she will never understand racism, because she thinks that there's an age to understand racism, and based on this ad, she really never experienced it, and y'all can tell. And I know she lives in Australia. She's a white woman in Australia, and I don't know what she's doing, a kill jobbing, a Malaysian girl. Maybe she's in Malaysia. I don't know. Probably she doesn't have any issue finding a job here as a white woman, let me tell you that. But here I go. You are not gonna come here and tell me you're privileged white woman ass, and as I said, I don't like generalizing races, but you're not gonna come here and tell me I don't understand racism when I am an indigenous person that witnessed what happened because of colonization. I have ancestors that were slaves not too long ago. My people were killed. Around 130 million indigenous people of the Americas were displaced, raped, and killed. Okay? That means that 90% of my people were evaporated from this earth. Okay? The indigenous genocide was 10 times larger than the Holocaust, but it's not talked about much enough. Why? Why do you think so, Linda? Why do you think so? So you're not gonna come here and tell me I don't understand racism when so many of my people died. In the last genocide that happened in Argentina was not even 60 to 70 years ago, and they were just killed like nothing. Last genocide of indigenous people of the Americas. You're not gonna come here and tell me I don't understand racism when I've seen what colonization has done to indigenous populations. Most of indigenous people live in poverty. Most of indigenous women have children at such a young age, and this is all because of segregation and colonization. A lot of people were raped, a lot of people were killed, and only because of that. Where generally do you see videos? Where do you see videos of people being racist to white Australians? Show me. Oh, but you wanna see videos where you can find people being racist against people of color or Latinos specifically? I can show you a few.
Y'all think you... Hey, tell them to go back where they belong. Just because you come from another country, it don't make you nobody. You're nobody. As far as I'm concerned, probably on welfare. The taxpayers probably paid for all that stuff.
It says it's Mexican. We're not in Mexico. We're in America.
Talking that stupid Spanish around here when everybody else is English speaking American.
clients at your staff is speaking Spanish to customers when they should be speaking
very violent. I mean, sometimes they do.
Every person I listen to, he spoke it, she's speaking it. In America,
Wasn't that enough for you? So you're gonna come here and tell me I don't understand racism, where in Latin America people are still mocking indigenous people in many other ways? You want me to not understand racism until I'm what age? 40? The issue between me and you, Linda, is that you know racism by the dictionary and I know racism by experience. I'm not here to categorize all white people like that, but you're not gonna come here and say my experiences are the same as yours. You're not gonna do that. So that's all I gotta say for this round, y'all. I'm a loss of words of what to say. I don't wanna make this an attack to her. I just wanna come here and give my opinion on what some people think of racism. They just think I just don't get it. If y'all think this post was racist, I think it has it's a little racist. It is discriminatory for sure. It's for sure discriminatory. So that's my 2 cents on the situation, y'all. I really appreciate if y'all subscribe, like this video, and comment your opinions about it. I just don't know what to say anymore. And I'll see you in the next one. Bye.